Blues travel to Hull City on Saturday on the back of a terrific victory at Peterborough United in the npower Championship. Goals from Nikola Zigic and Chris Burke ensured Lee Clark's side kept up their good away form. The manager expects a stern test against automatic promotion chasing Hull, but is backing Blues to come away with a result.
Obviously the lads are, enjoying what they're doing. And as you said, when you get positive results, that helps. We've obviously done a lot of work this week on coming up against something a little bit different in terms of the formation of Hull, how they go about their business. And we've looked at one or two ways of us, stopping them playing, but also how we can maximise the game in our favour in terms of our offensive play. So we've looked at it. All I'll say is if the lads can take the game plan that we've worked on this week into the game on Saturday like they did at Peterborough, we'll have a terrific chance of getting a result.
Steve Bruce's side play in an unconventional formation, using 3 centre-backs and wing-backs to support the midfield. It took Blues a while to get to grips with the system earlier on in the season when the two teams met at St Andrews. Hull raced into a 3-goal lead, and although Blues battled back, they finished on the end of a 3-2 defeat. How much do you have to change tactically against the 3-5-2 kind of formation that Hull play?
Well, certainly when you haven't got the ball, you do. You have to change things. But what I'm saying to our players is when we've got to continue to do what we do. Our attacking players have got to continue to be positive and play on the front foot. And, so when we've got it, nothing changes. When obviously they've got it, we've got one or two different issues to withstand.
It's certainly a system that's worked for them this season. They sit third in the table, but on the back of a surprising 4-1 defeat at Bolton last weekend. Yeah,
very surprising. Whether that does us good or bad, I don't know, but only time will tell. They've been a very consistent team, very good on the eye, played really well over the course of the season. And I've got to say, I'm not surprised that they've got a very experienced manager who's a top manager and who, in all honesty, when he left his last job at Sunderland, spent too long out of the game, in my opinion, because 2 or 3 clubs were a bit slow to react to him being available for various different reasons. And I think he's proven his qualities once again. I think he's a manager who should be at the level above, and he's given himself a good chance to be there again with Hull. But I'm hoping to be a party pooper for him on Saturday. He's one up on me in the season, so hopefully I can bring it all square.
Bruce spent almost 6 years in charge of Blues between 2001 and 2007. His record against them since reads 4 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats. He and Clark both hail from the North East and have become great friends.
Went out for some lunch with him on Sunday, and we never mentioned the game, to be honest, so that was probably the easiest way.
Blues lost the services of on-loan winger Rob Hall this week as he returned to parent club West Ham to have a groin injury assessed. But Clark has moved quickly to fill the void, bringing in Newcastle United's Shane Ferguson on a similar loan deal. And the Blues boss believes the Northern Ireland international, who has made 14 appearances for the Magpies this season, can make a significant impact.
He's a lad who I've known for many years. Obviously, my time on the coaching staff at Newcastle, he was coming to the club as a young schoolboy and got to see him a few times in the youth team and liked what I saw, and just kept an eye on his progress once I left the club, and obviously having a lot of links there to the area especially as well. I've had lots of opportunities to see his progress as well. What he brings, he can play anywhere on the left side. He's predominantly a left winger. He's quick, he's tenacious, a great desire, and he can cross a great ball. But when he plays left back, as I said, he can put his foot in as well, and he's very competitive. He's got a good pedigree for someone so young. He played in the Premier League, played in Europa League, international footballer, and he was desperate to come and play here. And thankfully, a big thank you to Alan Pardew and everyone at Newcastle. They made the deal happen for us.
Ferguson is desperate to make an impression, having found first-team opportunities hard to come by since the turn of the year.
I've been happy with the games I played with Newcastle, and obviously now there's a lot of players being brought in, and it's obviously harder for the younger boys to get in the team. But coming down here, it'll be a great experience, and something just looking really forward to it. Every game you go on day, it's always a difficult team, but hopefully we'll get a result now on Saturday against Hull. It's obviously going to be difficult because they're doing great this season, but hopefully we can go up there and get a result, and hopefully I'll just try and do the best I can for the team.
Ferguson goes straight into the travelling party, which doesn't include Marlon King, who remains sidelined with a knee injury. Mitch Hancock's is also a doubt and will have a late fitness test on a thigh problem, while Keith Fahy is not quite ready to return. He is instead expected to play a part in Monday's under-21 match against Crewe Alexandra. Last season, Blues came away from the KC Stadium empty-handed, despite taking the lead through Chris Wood. 2 second-half goals from Robert Corran and Aaron McLean handed the home side a 2-1 victory. Blues did snatch all 3 points in 2009. Gary O'Connor heading in a Fahy corner to score the only goal of a tight game. If you're not heading to the game, log on to Blues Player, where the Blues TV team will bring you live commentary with expert analysis from former Blues defender Michael Johnson from 2:45. Interviews with the manager and players will follow post-match, and then extended highlights 30 to 40 minutes worth of action from the KC Stadium will be available from Monday.